Hey everyone, it's Mr. Hladek. I'm coming at you with my producer, Coach Joe here, talking about the Great American Eclipse that's coming up on Monday, August 21st, 1 week from today. I've been excited about it for about a year, so I'm hoping that you guys can get excited about it because one person exciting is just sort of a crazy person, but everybody excited is a mob. So today I just want to talk about the who, what, when, and where of the event. In a later video, we'll talk about how to view it safely, and then maybe we'll even go into how to build some stuff. So tune in, keep checking out our channel. So let's start out with who. Who can see the eclipse? All of us. We can all see it. There is a long path of totality that goes from Oregon all the way to South Carolina. And as you get further and further away from the line of totality, you see less and less of the total eclipse. Along the line, it will actually be the blackout, ring of fire, crazy thing that you've seen if you search for eclipse photos. Away from that line, it's called a partial eclipse. In Wheeling, we will have about an 80 to 85% partial eclipse, so that means only a sliver of the sun will be showing. So if you've ever gone out and seen a crescent moon or just the sliver moon, that's what it'll look like, only it's the sun. So please don't stare at it. We'll talk about that in a later video, but it really is, don't stare at the sun. Even when it's partially blocked and you feel like you kind of can, it's still very, very bright and can damage your eyes, so you have to take precautions. What? So what is this event? A total solar eclipse, or any eclipse really of the sun. The easiest way to describe it is the moon comes between us and the sun. That just means that at some point on Earth, it's kind of the perfect timing where the moon comes right here, it blocks us out from the sun, and we get to see this kind of spectacular sight. The reason why the moon is able to block out the sun is all relative size. It's the same reason why if your friends across the room, you can look at them and squish their head with your fingers. That's relative size. Obviously your fingers are smaller than your friend, but it's closer to your eyes. So the same thing goes with the moon. The moon is actually at a perfect distance from Earth that its relative size is the exact size of the sun. On other planets there are things called transits, and it's kind of similar to a partial eclipse, but it's just a little speck might go by. But we're special. We get this relative size to actually block out the sun. So it's a pretty special event. It lasts for about 3 to 4 hours total, but really the about hour right in the middle is where you want to check it out. In Wheeling, because it's not a total eclipse, the peak point of the eclipse is only about 2.5 minutes long, but really if you catch it anywhere within about a 15-minute window, you're going to see a pretty special sight. So only really in the totality zone is that peak really important. So long as there isn't a storm going on or cloud coverage, you really should probably try to check it out. It's the first eclipse, total eclipse since 1979, and it's the best viewing for the continental United States in 99 years. So this is the eclipse of our lifetime. So when we talked about it, it is Monday, August 21st from about 1 to 4 p.m. 2:30 is about right around 2:30. 2:34 I believe is the exact peak. But if you go out anywhere around 2:30, you're going to see a pretty cool sight. And it will be high in the sky. That's the other important part about this. Sometimes there are eclipses that happen at 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, so we just barely catch the tail end of it, and you have to be up high on a hill in order to see it. This one, it doesn't really matter if you're going to be in the city or at home or out on a farm or in the middle of the woods. You're probably going to be able to see this eclipse. You pretty much just have to look straight up. So it's a pretty special, cool event. So from 1 to 4, 2:30 is where you really want to see it. Head out, look up. It will be traveling west if you really need that to see the sun. And finally, where? It's everywhere. We kind of talked about it. Again, the totality line runs from Oregon to South Carolina, and it cuts right through the center of the United States. So really everybody in the country has an opportunity. And in West Virginia, we're pretty lucky that we will see a good bit of coverage. So we're pretty excited about it. That's pretty much it for me right now. So I do want to cut off with some reputable sites that you guys can check out some more information. NASA.gov, that has tons and tons of information. One of my personal favorite sites is space.com. That again has a lot of information. It has a lot of other links and videos and things like that. You can see pretty decent coverage maps and times and things like that at timeanddate.com. So those 3 sites I really recommend checking out. And then one app for both Android and iPhones is called the Eclipse Safari app. That one is pretty decent. Again, it links to all these things that I've already been talking about, as well as videos and pictures and giveaways and a lot of fun stuff. So those 4 places are really good resources to start with. They may be all you need, and we'll go from there. And I'll be back again with how to check it out safely. That's really the most important part. Don't stare at the sun. A little preview for you. All right.